This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com. Instant analysis here on Howard Jones Field, USC spring football practice on a Thursday. Dan, 20 guys were out. According to Lane Kiffin, 2 more guys went out. At least 1 or 2 knee surgeries coming up. A lot of injuries going on right now.
Yeah, and as Lane said, you got to set the tone after last year. They couldn't do it in the fall. Probably could start. Will start the fall out hitting like this, setting this physical tone. But he said probably won't end up fall practice like this. Couldn't probably sustain this, during the during a regular season. But the extra, in addition to George Farmer, who will be out for the year with the ACL surgery, Su'a Cravens will have surgery. He's got a torn meniscus, 4 to 6 weeks. He was kind of running around, not in pads, and kind of tapping his knee. And it was obvious he was sore and he was stiff, but you couldn't tell what it was. It's going to be the exact same situation as Silas Redd, and they're going to operate on him tomorrow morning. So should be back before they get into the summer even.
Now for George Farmer's injury, we saw that on Tuesday. Wasn't a contact drill, so it's something like easing off on contact wouldn't have really helped in that case.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure how Su'a did his, and Silas, I don't think we even know. We know, for example, surgery on Gerald Bowman. His was a non-contact injury where he got that kind of compartment fracture of what exactly his lower leg. I'm still not sure exactly. Yeah. But a lot of those, they just happen. So I think it's the bumps and bruises. They're getting a lot of bumps and bruises, which means they're doing contact right. I mean, they're really they're hitting people, and I think I really credit them not backing off. I think this is really something good for this spring.
One group that's not backing off is the defensive front. The defensive line just looked like they're doing an amazing job. It seems like every time a quarterback's back to pass, he's got some pressure on. I mean, there's a lot of pressure going on in the backfield.
And I think that's good, because I think that really gets them used to pressure, and used to they're going to obviously encourage the quarterbacks to take off this year if they've got a chance. They're going to see more of that. They're going to have a chance. Cody Kessler, and they're doing the 2-minute drill. They immediately stop the first option. He throws the ball out on the street. And it's just boom. Let's go to the next play.
Yeah.
But I think they're learning to play full speed, and that's really a good thing. And they're doing things like Cody Kessler's taking advantage of them. He's actually developed the snap count where he's pulling the defense offside. So instead of the offense jumping, they're really proud of that now that the offense is starting to get with the snap count, and it's the defense that's jumping off because they can't wait to get going. So there are some real learning lessons, I think, going on here. They're really good things.
With last thing, with George Farmer being out, there's some talk about who's going to be the number 3 wide receiver. But I think the most interesting thing Lane Kiffin talked about is what he said about Nelson Aguilar, how well he's been playing.
Well, he's just killing it. I mean, he ran a couple of slants today. Then he made a circus catch at the end, back over his shoulder for a touchdown. His yards after catch are just, he can split a couple of defensive backs and he's gone. Now, Lane says the downside of that is we got to fix that with the back 4. But T. Martin was talking about the big emphasis they put on last year with the wide receivers is they wanted to average 5 yards after catch. Well, they ended up averaging 9 yards after catch. But as he said it's amazing how far along Nelson is as a receiver, considering he basically was a running back in high school, although that probably helps him yards after catch, because when he catches it, he's looking to run it into the end zone. He's had some really impressive practices.
All right, well, thanks, Dan. That wraps it up here on Howard Jones Field. For Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, check out USCFootball.com for more information.